So hello YouTube. I hope you guys are doing great. So I get tons of questions on my videos and I decided to answer most of the common questions over there to clear your confusion. So I listed down your questions. There are 7 questions in total and I will be answering all of them. Okay. So these 7 questions are the most common questions. Okay. I not considered the basic questions which you guys might be knowing. Okay, so all of you know that I have tried plenty of subwoofers of different category, SPL, entry level and all that. So the most common question these days I get is, are two subs louder than single sub? So let me be clear over here, there is no rule like that. The cone area matters, I do agree, but even single subwoofer can be louder than both of them. But you should understand you are loud at what frequency. Okay, the single SPL subs, I will compare one 800 watt RMS subwoofer with two 400 watt RMS subwoofer, so cumulative comparison will be the same. Okay, so one 800 watt RMS subwoofer will be SPL subwoofer. Okay, it will go into SPL category and it will be deep subwoofer, not the boomy bass, it will be deep real bass. So even though going deep, you will be louder at lower frequency, not at higher frequency, not the fake boomy bass. The boomy bass is the fake bass, okay, in audio industry. Always remember that if you are making the boomy bass and you consider yourself as bass head and cool guy, please note that even auto rickshaw wala have the boomy bass. Then the second question is prefabricated box by manufacturer or custom made box. Then keep this thing in mind, even though you use digital design prefabricated box, it will never be the bigger box, okay, the full size box. Even digital designs won't use the full size box as the prefab box. Okay, the pre-manufactured box or prefabricated boxes are designed in such a way that it will go inside any car. Okay, those are ready to use, just plug and play. So they are always compromised, they are always smaller than the required volumetric area, and so I always recommend to go with the custom boxes. And if you ask to any expert, he will always recommend you to go with the custom boxes. And in custom boxes, the another benefit is that you can tune the enclosure down as per your taste. Now let's come to the same third question, bigger box versus smaller box. Many guys ask me that I will use multiple subwoofer even though I don't have the boot space, but I have bigger amplifier, bigger electrical systems, and if I use multiple subwoofers I will be louder than single subwoofer in big box, instead of using they prefer using multiple subwoofers in smaller box. So let me tell you, you are screwing the tuning, okay, of the subwoofer. If that subwoofer is designed to go down for the better frequency and you are compromising on box volume, you are screwing the tuning, you are losing the efficiency, you are taking higher current from your amplifier, and but the output will be lower. So that is nonsense. You are just doing show off by using 3 subwoofers in the small cabinet. That is not going to work. Okay, even though it works for you, that is not the logical or sensible way. So when I got this comment very recently, that one guy asked me that the subwoofer frequency response written on the specification is from 20 hertz. So he thinks that he can manufacture the box or he can make the custom box which is tuned to 20 hertz, but that is not true. Okay, you should concentrate on resonance frequency, FS. That FS factor decides what should be frequency of that subwoofer enclosure. Okay, you should always tune the subwoofer enclosure close to that FS to have the maximum efficiency. Those TS parameters you will get on the website, and if you are buying some desi stuff, then you should rely on the manufacturer. I don't know those figures will be true or not, but you should rely on that manufacturer only for the TS parameters. Another question in the custom enclosure is, should I go for slot port or should I go for the pipe one, the aero port? Technically speaking, that is aero port, but in India people call it pipe port and whatnot. Okay, so let me be clear over here. Aero ports are more efficient because the flow of air is smooth. and you will get maximum efficiency. Aeroports go down, but you have to be little careful over there because they don't have any obstruction, or there is no resonance in the inside the port, so air will flow smoothly outside. The another benefit of aeroport is it is light in weight, it will take lesser space. A slot port will take at least 1 cubic feet. If your box is of 2.5 or 3 cubic feet total, it will at least take 1 cubic feet to sound good. Okay, so slot port is good for SPL setups, but even aeroport does the job. Okay, so I will recommend aeroport over slot port. Slot port is better if you want to go to the lower frequency and have better control on your subwoofer. If you have the weak amplifier, then aeroport is way to go. So this is another question, that what is the difference between SPL subwoofers and the daily drive subwoofers like 300, 400 watt RMS. Let us consider Pioneer Champion series subwoofer versus Pioneer Champion Pro series subwoofer. So guys ask me, if I purchase two Pioneer Champion series subwoofers, I will be louder than single Pioneer Champion Pro series subwoofer. Then my answer is no. Okay, and not only about loudness, also the tonal performance. You should concentrate on tonal performance. I do agree that SPL subwoofers are way costly and way overpriced than the normal subwoofers, because normal subwoofers are designed for the mass market. They manufacture, the company has the policy to make the mass production, so they are cheap. The SPL subwoofers are generally for bass heads, the small category. Okay, that is not the wide category. So SPL subs are gonna be costlier, but the bass you will get addicted to that low frequency bass. Okay, the boomy bass is the fake bass, I repeat. Okay, so the last question is boomy bass versus deep bass. I think I already answered that, but deep bass goes down in car audio industry. You can go down till 25-27 hertz, and that is brutally low. Okay, you will feel the bass in your chest. Okay, that is wonderful feeling. And the boomy bass is the punchy bass, you can call, like you get in prefabricated box or bass tubes. That is just to make the noise. Okay, that is not the musical bass, and the fact is you won't enjoy it for long duration. So I always recommend guys to concentrate on deep bass, go for SPL subwoofers, good monoblock amplifiers. I'll make another video for amplifiers. This video was oriented for the subwoofer buying guide only. There are very less honest people out there. Most of them are doing promotion only, but I will be honest over here. If you have selected any subwoofer and you are confused between 2 or 3 of them, you can drop your comments below. I will definitely try to answer all of them. Thanks for watching guys. Live love.